Let's talk about something cool, like 8 cubic foot of cool. Right here is the Dometic 8 cubic foot fridge freezer. Now this is a two-way refrigerator, meaning that you have two power sources. You can either run it off propane or you can run it off 120 volt. A lot of people like this style of fridge because of the versatility it offers you, because if you're out somewhere you don't have shore power or a generator, you can run it off propane. And if you're at a campsite with a power post, then you can run it off 120. So let's talk a little bit about it, some of the basics. To open it up, the handles themselves are kind of tricky. I've seen a lot of people struggle if you've never done it, but what you want to do is just kind of put your fingers on the inside and you're going to push this way. And that, just like that, and it'll allow you to open it up. You can kind of see the action it does where it releases those tabs on the wall right here. And so that will allow your freezer and fridge to open up. The only other real adjustment you have besides power source is going to be right here, which is your thermostat. And you'll see a nice little sticker where it says warmer is going to be down and cooler is going to be up. Whoop, just like that. So pretty simple and easy to operate. Just slide that guy up and down and you'll be good to go. Now, the last controls we have will be right up top, and that will be here. So this is going to be for the fridge to be on and off. You'll see right now the fridge is on. You will see auto is selected. So when auto is selected, what that means is your fridge will try to find 120 volt first. If it doesn't find 120, then it's automatically going to switch it to gas. If you want it to just only be gas, you can hit that button and that's all it's going to do. It will only run off propane. Most people put it in auto and they leave it there. Now, if it's searching for gas, it's going to try 3 different times to find gas, right? It'll try to light 3 different times. If it's not lighting, you'll see this right here light up, which is your check button, and that means you have an issue with propane. So chances are you probably just didn't turn your propane on, or if you did, you probably don't have the right tank selected. A couple other issues people run into with the refrigerator. This is what they call a gas absorption refrigerator, and it is extremely sensitive to being level. Whoops, see, there we go. Oh, man, hitting all sorts of stuff. These are removable, adjustable, by the way. You saw my elbow hit it there. But with a gas absorption fridge, as I was saying, they really need to be level. So when you're leveling out your RV, what I recommend is just taking a level, setting it in the freezer compartment, and make sure it is level both side to side and front to back. That will really help eliminate a lot of issues with this refrigerator. Another one I oftentimes hear is that it just isn't cold. Well, the gas absorption refrigerators take a lot longer to cool down. So realistically, you're going to want to turn this on the night before you leave or the day before you leave and really let it cool down for about 24 hours. Once it is cold, it actually holds that temperature pretty well. But again, it does take a while for it to get there. And that kind of leads me into the third thing I want to talk about, which is travel with this style refrigerator. A lot of people will say, yes, you can travel with it, with running it on propane. I will never recommend that. For me, it's just way too much of a safety concern. If something happens, if you cut a line, you have propane flowing through that line. Propane is extremely flammable, and now you have a fireball that's being towed behind you. Not something you want to deal with. Or if you have a tire blowout and it hits that line, again, it can sever that line, and now it goes from a blowout to, again, a fireball. So I personally say turn it off. Just turn it off. If you need to have a snack, just pack a cooler, because this will only drop about a degree every 2 hours as long as the doors aren't opened. So for most of your trips, that'll be more than fine. And then when you pull over, if you want to turn propane back on and you're parked for night or whatever, fine. But when you are traveling, I highly, highly recommend turning that propane off.